Hola, aquí hacemos un nuevo directo de, pues bueno, de, me saldrá de Ace Combat 7, a ver si se me oye y tal. Vale, se me oye, perfecto, increíble. Compartir, copiar. Vamos a dejar esto, que me han pedido que lo comparta. Bueno, mientras lo comparto, os dejo aquí la cinemática, todo guapa. Tremendo.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. Data and information. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down.
Vaya.
It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
¿Cómo coño has visto el emblema desde ahí?
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing.
Vaya.
Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control,
Russia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
Vaya.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Ocean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting. I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain in the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arussia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such,
Que sí, venga, vamos a empezar.
will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Tremendo. Misión 16. Me quedan pocas misiones, la verdad. El Raven... La verdad es que mi favorito es Morgan, ¿eh? De cabeza. Vamos con el Morgan. Es que claro, el problema del Morgan es que tiene misiles que no me molan. Vamos con esto. Pues vamos con el Falcon, que aunque no sea el Morgan, pues mola. Vale. Dios, me ha entrado sueño. Vale, lo que no sé si haré un vídeo de Blasphemous, porque han metido una nueva actualización.
Airborne warning and control system for the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns? It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Vale.
Something I'll never get used to. Tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Vale.
ID is Ocean Forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Vale, son aliados.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
¿Cómo?
Fingers down.
¿Cómo cojones he entrado en...? No le entiendo. ¿Cómo entra en pérdida? ¿Cómo carajo encontré...? Uy, carajo. ¿Cómo carajo he entrado en pérdida?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oceans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The
process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire. It's Erusian military. It's something I'll never get used to. Tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets. Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Es que, tío.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAP terminal. Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Vale, estos creo que ya no son tan amigos, ¿eh?
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective. How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you. Understood. We've been told.
Vale.
Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. AA gun confirmed destroyed. Target destroyed by Strider 1. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Hola, se ha metido alguien.
They're conservatives, they'll listen to us.
Esta... A mí no me gustan estas misiones porque es muy de jaja paneo, reconocimiento.
More the merrier. ID'd as OC forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG. Our info has been updated. We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
Son de escolta.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway the next ramp.
All right.
Vale.
Drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on. It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
Vale.
Eliminated.
Tan, tan, tan.
General managed to convince them. Listen, those that protect General Lafarge are the real patriots. Onward!
Vaya.
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle. We'll go. Let's go. We archived all the footage that we've shot. The communication networks come back online. Target is hit. We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a
Vale.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. This is the radicals.
¿Con qué coño me he chocado? ¿Alguien me explica con qué coño me he chocado?
Strider 1, target destroyed. It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us. Strider 1, the general's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
A no ser que me hayan dado, yo no sé con qué me he chocado, te lo juro.
Traitor Lafarge. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? That vehicle!
They're set up in all the right places.
Vaya.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
y me dan F. Big F. Esta misión os juro que la odio. Tremendo, ¿no? Además de empezar la misión le lanzan un misil. Vale. Vale. Que los misiles no hayan dado eso me parece una vergüenza. Vaya. No. F. Tan, tan, tan. Tremendos tíos, ¿eh? Ha sido pam, pam. Muerto. Ha sido una hostia bastante... wow.
Our scheduled route. No response. Got a bad feeling. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. All traitors will be shot down.
Missile.
Es que no sé cómo quieras que le dé a esa mierda.
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
That one's Ocean. Do not attack before target identification is complete.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Vale.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Norwegian military.
It's all gone to hell. Radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Illusion forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
This is AWACS Lawcaster.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through! You heard the call. There are no friends out there. It is not machines that make the decisions. It's people. Understand that.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks. We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
General is speaking with the command.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Russian forces. There are even rumors of any movements turning on their former allies. Target hit.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
The General's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something! We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time.
Unidentified aircraft in the drones.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Falcon technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. Used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Falcon technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Russia is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Star warning.
Destroying aircraft and tally marks on the tail. Torpedo unit double.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Vale.
Bad news. armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the general's day.
You're in their sights, Strider 1.
Nickel. Nickel.
It's ID dissolution.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Missile inbound, to me!
How'd you last long, Jasper? The Secret Service said we're here to help.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for a better time.
Stall warning.
Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. Coordinates are up ahead.
No hablo mucho porque esta misión hay que estar concentrado en no morir cada 5 minutos.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple moves and declared independence.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosting drone production is what make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war.
Nickel.
That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
My plane is iced up.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Vale.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusia News Network.
Okay, let's go. Getting out of here. We've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
Stall warning.
Por fin.
We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told us about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Vulcan technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait. Unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. There are Ocean fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Stall warning.
Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Stall warning.
Granted.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
I managed to catch a glimpse of the three
Nickel.
strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Missile
aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Longcaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, OC craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-99's launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain on allies.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target is in machine gun range.
I'm on my target trail.
5 bandits remaining.
Me acabo de quedar como callado un huevo. Nada, es que hoy estoy muy desvana, Hoy estoy muy desvana, Creo que llevo callado toda la misión.
Bandits left.
Lo siento, tío. Es que hoy he estado desvana. Uf. Madre mía, el MQ. A tomar por culo el MQ.
3 bandits to go.
Stall warning.
Attack missed.
A ver si les doy, tío.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Strider 1 is hit. Bandit has a lock.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enemy on your back.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Joder, qué asco de drones, de verdad. Solo sirven para dar por culo. Es que no disparan, no hacen nada. ¿Cómo coño esquiva el otro dron?
One bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up.
Vaya.
The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No.
Vaya.
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Spawncaster, are all of these...
Ha sido un buen ostión, ¿eh? ¿Qué?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby.
Vaya.
We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead. What did you say? Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
Vaya. Una vez, tío. Llevo con esta misión un huevo de tiempo, tío. Scrap Queen.
Was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape.
Vaya.
They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military.
Vaya.
I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash.
Ah, pero tú sobreviviste casualmente.
And one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did.
Vaya.
I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
Joder, qué triste todo, ¿no?
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess?
Vaya.
After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
You see,
En voz queda, ¿qué?
I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness.
Vaya.
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbante, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command.
Por favor, no quiero otra misión de mierda.
Countless Erusian forces
¿Cuántas
in the
quedan?
area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense,
Vaya.
I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island.
Vale.
It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there.
Vale.
Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want.
Vaya.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Vale. Bueno, vamos a ver el árbol de aviones, ¿no? A ver si podemos pillarnos cualquier cosa. Tenemos 600.000, sí, sí podemos. Bueno, antes que nada vamos a pillar esta rama. Vamos a admitir esto. Total, no queremos verlo. 200.000 euros. Vale. El EML es una de las armas más rotas del juego, ¿vale? Por si no lo sabíais. Pues eso. Vale, pues vamos. Vamos con la FFX01. Y vamos con esto mismo. Total, no me acuerdo de la misión. Operación Reflux, madre de Dios. ¿No será esto la operación? Ay, Dios mío, una misión de ataque a tierra. Vaya.
Wagtail was on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Lancaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Vale.
Roger.
Got a positive ID.
Shit. These are Ocean.
Vale, es que tarda muchísimo, tío, en localizar a los pavos.
They're under attack.
Locked on.
Strutter 1, missile launched. Update is on Tyler Island.
Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Vale.
Do me a favor, Lancaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The illusions are even starting to fight amongst
Vale.
themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Es que, tío, estamos tontos. Mira lo que tarda en identificarlo. Es que estas misiones son un coñazo, tío. Si llegan a ser normales me dan igual, pero es que son un maldito coñazo. Vale. Vale.
Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship at the
Vale.
munitions depot is highly combustible.
Go with us. See the enemy ATC from there?
No pursuit, UT. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until Operation Phoenix time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Vaya. Vale. ¿Cómo coño tiene un dron un radical?
UAV confirmed destroyed. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
I count 12 dead bodies. The upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and a family. Most likely.
Vaya.
We can't afford to take any more damage. Get out there and do something.
Pero ¿por qué me ataca? Ah, vale, el juego. Vale.
Allied retreat looks good. Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Vale.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
That goes through. Tank flash, but they're running on shields and low on ammo.
Target acquired. Try to save your ammo. On put them in and then fire at once. Do not fire on unidentified targets. You're risking friendly fire.
Vaya.
Taking fire from a Russian aircraft.
Trigger, that was an ally. Identify, then attack.
The hell? You're killing your own
¿Qué?
men.
Here's a landing craft. Many thanks, Lancaster. We won't leave them smart boys to die.
Understood.
Vale. Hay 3 personas. Hola. Estoy aquí en el directo. Estoy un poco de pana, así que sorry si... No sé, la lío durante 45 minutos. Y no me pongo a hablar, como he hecho en la misión antes, que me he puesto ahí todo de paneo sin hablar ni nada. Pero bueno. Bueno, a ver, eso queda claro que es enemigo, ¿no? Va a lanzar 2 putos misiles. Ah, que no ha muerto.
Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys.
Tremendo.
Take them down if they're hostile. Understood.
Vale, aniquilador de aviones me han dado de trofeo, tremendo. Vale. Mi pregunta es por qué si no hay radio puedo escucharlos, pero bueno. Y porque ahora están... Vale.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all. Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Vale. Tremendo, ¿eh? Como aprovecho. Increíble. Nada, me he convertido en Dios. Vale. ¿Ha comentado alguien? Hola, tío. Dimowin. Hey. Vale, a ver si puedo apuntar a esto que ha ido alto. 8000 metros, ¿Cómo se nota que es un bombardero? Vale.
Not bad at all, Trigger.
Ram 7 locked on target.
Chapter flares completed. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
¿Más?
Only half
Vale.
the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Vale. Esto se ve muy épico, no tengo ni idea del contexto que tiene detrás. Estos juegos van de explotar cosas, tío, no necesitas contexto. Mierda, no me quedan bengalas. Pero bueno, ¿qué mierda me está persiguiendo? Acabo de chocarme con el jodido avión. Sí. Acabo de chocarme con el jodido avión. Como el Doom, ¿no? Sí. Hombre, este es el 7, tiene historia detrás, pero tampoco es tan importante, o sea, no me jodas desde el puto principio. Qué coñazo, tío, de verdad. Cómo odio esta misión de mierda. Estas misiones, las de identificar, son la mayor puta mierda que ha creado el universo. Es que es increíble. Sí que es verdad que hay mucho delay. Va, tío, lo siento. Bueno, también es que para el directo porque lo había visto antes, pero... Es que mira esto, estoy aquí, estoy jodidamente al lado de esto y no lo identifica porque no le da la gana. Paso. ¿Sabes lo que te digo? Paso.
Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
Vale. Como me da igual, es increíble. Te van a hacer un stream sniping. No, estos no son personas, pero el juego sí tiene online. El juego tiene online, ¿eh? Me importa una mierda que sea un aliado, tío. Increíble, ¿veis todo lo que me está intentando disparar? ¿No? Vaya. Ya para eso me estrello. Un momento, que no sé si se han llamado a mi puerta. ¿Han llamado, sí? Vale, ya estoy aquí. Acabo de leer la descripción del canal. Tremendo. ¿A que sí? Hombre, la descripción está un poco desactualizada. Porque tengo muchísimas más series en el Ace Combat, Blasphemous creo que no lo he puesto. Dark Souls 3 tampoco, creo que está tampoco puesto. Isaac tampoco, creo que tampoco está. Bueno. Vale. Impacto. A ver. Por cierto, ¿qué es mejor, Dark Souls o Dark Souls 3? Dark Souls 3 de calle, pero de calle. Dark Souls 3 es muchísimo mejor que Dark Souls. Mira todo lo que tardo en jodidamente identificar uno. Es que es un coñazo de pelea, tío, y he muerto al final de ella. De hecho no sé ni qué hago, porque esa no... A veces dan una vergüenza ajena algunos... Vale. Mira ese maldito avión, pero ¿cuánto tiempo estoy en identificarlo, tío? O sea, es que es vergonzoso. Vale. Vaya. Tengo que marcarlo uno a uno, es increíble. No puede ser verdad que tarde tanto. No, es real. Vaya. Y fallo. Tremendo.
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
Vaya.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Creo que me lo he hecho muy pronto,
Like an eagle.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Vale.
Civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Control, this is Flight Leader. All systems ready. Launch. Launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger that.
Target hit.
Enemy on your back.
Destroy the main driver completely. We're signaling our break with Belka.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Fox 2.
Vale.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time. Target's in machine gun range.
Vale. Ya lo sabía, pero bueno.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Trigger, splash the bed.
Cabrón, cierro. ¿Cómo que uno? Sí he matado a todos los bombarderos.
Target hit. All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Our bombers are destroyed. We're pulling back. Pressure on pursuit. Damn it, they're too good. Are they really from Ossia?
Vale.
This whole operation is crazy. Stop whining.
Tremendo.
Trigger.
¿Por qué hay tantos cazas ahí?
Push him back. Fire. Fire at will. We need more ammo.
Entering cloud cover.
Vale. ¿Por qué cojones no lo ha...? Ah, vale.
Do the countdown. There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusia will have a fighting chance. Use cameras to track the supply ships.
Don't fight with your back to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for. Target is in machine gun range. Strider 1, missile launched.
We're outnumbered. Taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Attack missed.
This is Echo 13. Tank flat, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Vale.
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Vale.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Joder, ya te ha ido, Dimo.
Fox 2. I have a solid lock.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's extended refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me. You can call me Scrap Monster.
Longcaster. She's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still playing for Count?
Here, let me have a word.
Vaya, aquí soy Dios.
Let's get moving. Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point. I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly. We did it. We're moving out. Leave the dead behind. We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Perdón.
We destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator? Why would she...
Use the sub canister. And who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here, attack right here.
Vaya.
We confirmed the location of the flare. That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets. Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry.
Missile. 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 Missile.
¿Qué coño había que hacer?
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Good job! The enemy tanks are dead. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Why do they sing that song? Everyone knows it. No one else knows it.
GG.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Vale. Que están cantando. Han perdido la guerra y cantan.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it's an illusion soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Release to safety.
10,
Vale.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
¿Mi eso?
1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver.
Vaya.
If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird,
Hay rayitos.
they may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network.
Vaya.
You gotta hurry or you're not gonna make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
Vale.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too
Tremendo.
far, we'll never be able
Cuando
to
crees
catch
que tienes...
The supply ship's in the clouds. Can't find it.
it. Did you see that explosion?
Tremendo.
Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
They're trying to beat that giant monster.
The supply ships are too far away. We'll never catch them at this rate. We've recalculated the remaining time.
Alright, let's move in behind them and take them down.
Target acquired.
I'm usually pretty good at playing tag. These guys have a head start.
47, tío.
Trying to put fireworks. This thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves.
Vaya.
Team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Russian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess would have it. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Vaya. Vale, perfecto. Por fin hecha esta, tío. Qué asco de misiones, te lo juro. Qué asco de misiones. ¡Qué asco de misiones! Juan Suárez Ruiz. ¿Eres Juan Fran? Vale. ¿Qué sitio? Hostia, me lo he saltado. Bueno. Una vez tampoco está tan mal. Después de la mierda esta. Haz de oro, bueno, tal. Siguiente. Esta es la 18, ¿puede ser? Sí, XDDD. Vale.
We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belgian accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from
Vaya.
Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply
Vaya.
stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
Estos de Osea, tío, metiendo a la cárcel a la gente por cualquier cosa.
That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat.
Vaya.
Take a look at that.
Tío, Dimowin, me acabas de salir ahora los mensajes. G me va a ser direct a Twitch hasta el próximo. GMB, ah, eso es francés, ah, vale, vale. Bye, tío. Al espacio exterior. Vaya, ya se está poniendo filosófica. He cortado la animación. Pues la verdad, un poco. Vaya.
Might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
¿Cómo?
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
Vaya.
That's not the way I
Son
heard
historias
it.
diferentes, ¿eh?
What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
Vaya.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know.
Ninguna, lo asesinaron.
It's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness.
Oh. Qué pena.
I think that thing should be destroyed.
Lost Kingdom. Kinda.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Vale.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight.
Vaya.
But what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base.
Silaye. Oh, Dios mío. ¿De qué os suena?
Forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. Well, we can't use all our aircraft to attack. The transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Vale. Ahora vamos a usar el ADF, el Riven, y vamos a el UAV, porque sé lo que va a pasar. Y con el UAV es fácil darle a las cosas, la verdad. Qué bonito.
No Ocean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target.
No me digáis que no es precioso, tío.
We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, into work.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
Target acquired.
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
Vale.
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military.
Vaya.
They're refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are you talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know.
¿Cómo?
We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
Trigger has destroyed the target.
Vale.
Why aren't our planes up in the air?
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
Vaya.
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslich, which neighbor Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemies' enemy, but not our friends. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Vale. Un Grimfene.
The resistance is strong. They seem to be desperate.
Vale. ¿Cómo le esquivo, pendejo? Pero bueno, que se está quedando conmigo. Vale.
Coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit.
Vale.
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Don't wait for the stone building and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head and keep your jet engines.
Vale.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Locked on.
Vale.
Trigger is splashed abandoned.
Locked on.
No, we got a fire! We've lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Joder, tío.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Why can't we hit our target?
Missile away. New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high
Jump.
cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. As long as we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily. Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Vaya.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood it. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down. This is the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
Vaya.
You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you to talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Fort Monty. You bastard. You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
Vale.
I'm out. Ejecting. I hope he's okay. Failing under those conditions. I
Ahora le dispara el paracaídas. Vale. Solo quedan 2. Vaya, ese pavo estaba muerto, la salva la cinemática. Mira eso, tío. Venga, ya le he dado. Le he vuelto a dar. Ah, me ha dado. Que minimiza los daños. Sí, sí, sí. Se llama el poder del guión. Vale. Vale. ¿Lo hacemos, sí? Nos lo cargamos y por las memes. Vale. Pero si te estoy dando pa'l pelo, crack. Sí, sí, seguro que me da. ¿Ves? Muerto. ¿Qué? Vaya. Vaya. Bueno, chicos, yo lo dejo aquí. Lo dejo aquí. Hemos tenido mucho por hoy. Pero ya es que la 18, la 19 y la 20 son muy largas. Así que las dejo para luego.
Rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusea had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. But if Trigger couldn't shoot it down, just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Una S, lol. LOL. Bueno, pues...